Get the inside line on who's fast and who's last before setting your NASCAR fantasy race lineup this weekend. This is the Inside Line, presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style Apparel. Now, here are your fantasy pros, Robbie Mays and Tyler Burnett.
Welcome to another edition of the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style. He's Robbie Mays. I'm Tyler Burnett. We're here to talk about ISM Raceway in Phoenix. Robbie Mays, Kevin Harvick wins again.
Well, that was at Vegas.
Well, I guess he didn't have a cucumbered finish, but he won.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Well, I'm talking about he wins again last week.
Yes, he won it last week, but never mind. Yes, we're going to ISM Raceway. We're going to the desert. That track right there, whatever you want to call it. And he's probably going to win again. So we can go ahead and cue the music now and go home, right?
No. I mentioned a cucumbered finish. There's no more encumbered finishes, but Kevin Harvick was docked points this week. Docked a lot of points, right?
Yeah.
7 playoff points?
7 playoff points. That's big. He keeps the win. He keeps the race points that he accumulated, but those 5 points for winning the race and the stage points are gone. That's going to be big. That's going to be big when we get the playoffs here in September.
And what's ridiculous, and I need to go on my quick rant here. You bend from this, so this is why I'm going to say this. But I'm not going to get my own grind my gears segment. I'm just going to say it now. I think it's ridiculous that Kevin Harvick gets you 30 bonus points, well, the leaders, and you included, last week, 30 bonus points, yet he was an illegal race car. So I lost out 30 points because I didn't pick an illegal race car. That's wrong to me. You got any comments to that?
Daryl, I need you to cue up that Cartman audio. But, ma'am, I don't make the rules, okay? I don't make the rules. That's it, yeah.
That's a baby crying.
That's a baby crying. That's still what you sound like right now. Look, I don't make the rules, man, okay?
I mean, a bent windshield probably didn't...
You got to sit here and wonder how much exactly... It's against the rules, yeah, but you got to sit here and wonder exactly how much of an advantage he got based on that. He was still fast.
Yeah.
Okay, he was fast in Atlanta. He was fast all weekend. We knew he was going to be quick at Vegas. You just got to move on. You got to move on and hope that doesn't happen again, especially if you're Rodney Childers, because you don't want, they had the lug nut issue in Atlanta. They had the brace break in Vegas, and now they're going to Phoenix, and you got to wonder what's going to happen to him now. So yeah. But you just got to move on and accept the fact that I got those bonus points and you didn't.
Mm-hmm. If you had Harvick in DraftKings, you likely won some money.
Yes.
395 of 592 laps led in Atlanta. If you also had Team Penske, did all right. Blaney 5th, Brad 6th, Joey Logano 7th. They've never put 3 cars in the top 10 ever in their existence until Vegas this past week. And then Hendrick continues to struggle. We'll talk to Alex Hayden about the struggles of Hendrick Motorsports. We'll also talk some more about Alex Hayden, including the dominance of Kevin Harvick at Las Vegas and whether he'll be dominant this week. We'll play Under the Rock. We'll play Sideswipe. What else are we playing?
Grind My Gears. Yeah, Rango's going to stop by.
All right, it's going to be a fun show today as we head to ISM Raceway on the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show, presented by Hercules Tires.
O'Reilly. A rough-running engine could be suffering from buildup of fuel and oil deposits, but O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Clean out engine buildup and improve fuel economy with Seafoam Motor Treatment. On sale for $7.99 each at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Chris Crockett, straight from Victory Lane, to congratulate the Toyota Racing family, mechanics, extremely sunburned guy, and you, Mrs. Lippincott. Your support helped Martin Truex Jr. bring the championship home. Kyle Busch won Toyota's 100th race. Screaming fan who lost her voice, that victory is yours too. And Eric Jones, Rookie of the Year, joins Daniel Suarez and Denny Hamlin on the team. NASCAR and Toyota Racing. With a family like this, who knows the places we'll go this season? Learn more at ToyotaRacing.com. Toyota, let's go places. NASCAR is a registered trademark of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, Inc.
So there's this major event about to happen in Southern California, and it's something you really have to see to believe. That's the Auto Club 400 race, the biggest single NASCAR event on the West Coast, and it's happening Sunday, March 18th at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. Just a straight shot on the MetroLink. Hey, March 17th and 18th, do something different for a change. For tickets, visit AutoClubSpeedway.com or call 800-944-RACE.
Yay or nay? Go or stay? It's time for the inside line to sideswipe the competition. Here's Robbie and Tyler.
My favorite game of the week, Sideswipe, and we're heading to ISM Raceway in Phoenix. Robbie, how's Sideswipe the home game going?
I hate playing Sideswipe the home game.
Yeah, that's because no
Not
girls
good.
like it. Yeah. Who's our first driver, Daryl?
How about Denny Hamlin?
I will defer.
Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
All right. Very good the last time we were there until he was wrecked by Chase Elliott. So.
Well, wrecked is a loose term.
Well, I mean, helped into the process of wrecking.
Aided into the process of wrecking.
No, I like Hamlin this week. I think the Toyotas are going to be really good, and there's going to be a Toyota that I'm probably going to pick to win the race. This is his teammate. The 20 car, of course, now with Eric Jones, but with Matt Kenseth won the race in the fall. Hamlin led a good amount of laps. If he is good in practice, if he qualifies well, I think qualifying is going to be important this week. I think track position is key. I'm going to swipe right on Denny Hamlin. I think he's a good pick this week. I think the Toyotas are going to be very good.
I think they're going to be better than they were last week, and I don't think the Fords are going to be as dominant as they have been the last couple of weeks. And, of course,
let me say this.
There'll probably be 5 more Fords in the top 10.
Added to the Hamlin thing, allocation, I'm tired of starting Kevin Harvick and Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Larson and Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch because I'm losing these guys in allocation.
Yeah.
And Denny Hamlin, I have yet to start this year,
Yes.
and he would be a good substitute this week for allocation.
I think, yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Next one.
Next.
Alex Bowman.
Alex Bowman, driver number 88. All right, so once upon a time, he won the pole here when he was subbing for Dale Earnhardt Jr., almost won the race. To me, that team is missing something right now, and we're going to talk to Alex here in a little bit about the problems with Hendrick Motorsports with Alex Hayden. I think Alex Bowman right now, I'm going to give him a little bit more time. If you're worried about allocation, yes, this might be a good racetrack for him. He's run here in the Xfinity car. He's run here in the Cup car before. He's done okay. He's from Arizona, so this is a home game for him this weekend. I'm gonna swipe left on Bowman this week. Give him some time. When we get to another plate track, I think he might be a good shot there. Are you going to do that every time I say something?
I disagree. I think Alex Bowman is the start. At Hendrick Motorsports this week, I think he's the start. I think he's great at this
Better
racetrack.
than Chase Elliott.
Maybe.
Hey,
No, those two. Okay, so you bring up a good point, Chase Elliott. But those two, the 88 and the 9, are the guys I'm looking at this week from Hendrick. But again, it all goes back to practice speeds. What are we going to see today in practice? What are we going to see this weekend in practice? I think practice speeds are going to be important, and I think let's just put it aside. Hendrick Motorsports is struggling with aero right now.
Sure.
Las Vegas, Atlanta. That's all you need is an aero advantage there, and that's what Kevin Harvick had. That's what Kyle Larson had. Those guys had aero advantage. You don't need aero at Phoenix, and I think Alex Bowman and Chase have a good chance this week to at least get you a top 5. I'm not going to say they're going to win the race.
Chase, yes. Bowman, no. Who's next?
Whatever. I hope you're wrong again, like Austin Dillon in the Daytona 500. All right, who do we got?
Eric Jones.
Eric Jones. Good pick, I believe. He's on my sleepers list this week. 4th in the fall, 8th in the spring last year. I think he would be a good change. It's the same thing as Denny Hamlin. I think it would be a good change of pace at allocation. This is the week that you do it because the guys who are good on mile-and-a-half racetracks, and you're going to need to save them. You're going to need to save Kyle Busch. You're going to need to save Kyle Larson. And, of course, Kevin Harvick, who's dominated the last 2 mile-and-a-half racetracks. You're probably going to have to play Kevin Harvick this week just because how dominant he's going to be. But I think if you have a change of pace, you're not going to lose a ton of points, and I think Eric Jones can do that for you. Of course, this car won the race last year in the fall. I'm going to swipe right on Eric Jones. I think the Toyotas are going to be very, very good this week, and that's just going off my hip. Just a guess.
I'm actually forced to agree with you on the Eric Jones pick. Finished 8th at Las Vegas, 11th at Atlanta.
Those don't matter.
Those don't matter, but I think they've got some momentum going right now, so I'm reluctantly forced to agree with you on the Eric Jones pick, even though new driver, new crew chief from when the 20 car won here in the fall. I'm forced to agree with you, though. Who's next?
Next one.
Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr.
Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr. All right. I might have to think about this one for a second. I almost want to pass on this one. I almost want to close the app and come back to it. I think they'll be okay. I don't think they're going to be a top 10. I was expecting a little bit more from him in Atlanta and Vegas.
I wasn't. I told you he was going to run 25th.
Can I finish?
All right.
That being said, I'm swiping no on Bubba this week. Give him some time. They'll get back. I think a lot of people think that the Daytona 500 is a big measuring stick for what you're going to do the rest of the season. It's not. I'm going to hold off on Bubba for a while, so I'm swiping left on the 43.
I'm not getting to the point where I'm going to swipe right on Bubba, but I want to see what he does in practice. I feel like these are the types of racetracks that you're going to see Bubba get top 15s. You're going to see Bubba run 15th to 25th on mile-and-a-half racetracks because Richard Petty Motorsports does not have the speed right now. And we saw it with Eric Almirola last year. Eric Almirola is not a bad driver. We have seen it already this year with Stewart Haas Racing. He's in the 10 car now. He has speed. I think Almirola is a great pick this week. But you're going to see Bubba have success at tracks like this, flat, short tracks. You're going to see him good at Martinsville. Those are the tracks you need to look at Bubba. I would stay away from on the mile-and-a-half racetracks right now until they fix that. All right, who's our next one?
Bill Byron.
Bill Byron. I thought you'd say it. Lord Byron.
Lord Byron.
Oh,
Williams
man.
Jennings Bryan.
All right, so the 24 car. Let's just make this one quick. I'm going to swipe left on Byron. I think he's struggling right now. We're on mile-and-a-half racetracks the past 2 weeks. He could surprise me this week. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He's struggling right now, though. In the Hendrick camp, like I said, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott are the two. Jimmy Johnson used to rule this place, so if he went out and won this thing or if he was fast, it would not surprise me, but he has struggled of late there. So Hendrick Motorsports, I'm going with Chase, and I'm going with Alex Bowman.
I agree. Do not pick Byron. He has not finished on the lead lap in any of the 3 races this year. He did win here in the Xfinity race in November, though.
All right, last
what's
one.
next?
2017 champion, Martin Truex Jr.
All right, this one's easy.
No, it's not. It's tough for me. How is it easy? Okay, what's your easy pick? I'll let you go. Go.
Are you done?
Yeah,
Can I
go.
go now? He's what grinds my gears this week, by the way.
Go.
I'm swiping right on the 78. I think he's going to be good. You're on your little Toyota bandwagon this week. I think the 78 is going to be good this week. I think the 78 is going to surprise a lot of people this week. Historically, this has not been one of his better racetracks.
Yeah.
I'm taking that drum away from you. I think Martin Truex Jr. proves everybody wrong this week. He's going to the front. I'm swiping right.
Yeah, okay. Well, Truex did lead 150 laps last time we were there.
Yeah, he did.
So I will say that. But he's not top 10 in driver rating. He's not even on the list of top 10 in driver rating. There are so many better Toyotas than Truex. I mean, I'm talking, like I said, Denny Hamlin, a great flat track racer. Kyle Busch, dominant at Phoenix the last, how many times have you been there? Just, okay. Truex will be fine. He's not going to win the race, so I'm sorry. Grind my gears. Hit it up. Go.
He's spewing venom and spitting nails. Time now for everyone's favorite curmudgeon as Robbie Mays presents Grind My Gears.
Thanks, Jason. You know what really grinds my gears? Tyler Burnett grinds my gears. He gives me a load of crap all the time for everything that I do, everything that I say, whether it's with women, whether it's with my fantasy picks, with graphics, things that I do on Twitter. He grinds my gears.
That's it? That's all
it.
you got? Is just I grind your gears?
We have spent a lot of time together in the last 7 days. You grind my gears. I'm
Whatever.
done.
We need to go to break.
Let's go to break. Alex Hayden is coming up next.
Yeah. This is the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show presented by Hercules Tires.
O'Reilly.
Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, pick up 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $28.95 and get a free O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 t-shirt by mail. Save on Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Chris Crockett here with one of the heads of our Toyota racing family, Martin Truex Jr.
Doing great, Chris. Thanks for asking.
I hadn't asked, but was about to.
Great second question, Chris. Car feels great, and no pressure because of last year's results.
How do you
Know what you're about to ask?
Yeah, you're
Blowing your mind? Relax, Chris. Being out in the lead is what I do best.
That is
Amazing. I know.
NASCAR and Toyota Racing. With a family like this, who knows the places we'll go this season? Learn more at ToyotaRacing.com. Toyota, let's go places. NASCAR is a registered trademark of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, Inc.
When the sun goes down, the NASCAR stars come out.
Green flag, green flag, green flag. 748.
The spring race weekend at Richmond Raceway, back under the lights. April 20th and 21st. The Toyota Care 250 on Friday, and Saturday night's Toyota Owners 400. Get your tickets at richmondraceway.com.
Right rear, guys. Right rear. We're going to be there. Bring that
NASCAR in Richmond. Some things are better under the lights.
Let's talk more fantasy racing on the Inside Line. Once again, here's Frick and Frack.
Welcome back to the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show presented by Hercules Tires. We're heading to Phoenix this week, and so is this man, Alex Hayden. He's on the phone. Alex, what's up, A-Train?
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen?
How are you?
Doing well. Doing really well. Ready to get to ISM Raceway.
Yeah, I can't wait. So, Harvick, even money? Yes, no?
Yeah, put him on your team as quickly as you can possibly put him on there, and take your beating if you can't afford him with other drivers out there. You got to have him on your team, not just because of his record at Phoenix, but look what he's doing just in general across the board this season. This race team with Harvick driving, Rodney Childers, the crew chief, Cheddar Smith, the car chief, I'm telling you, they're hot and they're rolling, and I don't see that momentum stopping at all this weekend.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, crazy. I got a question for you. When was the last time that someone won 3 races in a row in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series?
That's a great question because I don't have an answer off the top of my head.
I don't know either. That's why I was asking you. I figured you knew.
Who knows?
No.
You know what?
That's a great question. I really don't know.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
It doesn't. The point I'm making here is it doesn't happen very often. Jimmy Johnson's done it a few times. Kyle Busch, I think, has done it. Mark Martin did it in the 90s. But even as good as Kevin Harvick is at ISM Raceway, it's hard to win 3 of these races in a row. So that's why I'm wondering, should we put all of our money on the Harvick train this week?
I would. I absolutely would. I mean, it's the perfect scenario because of everything that you just said and everything we've been talking about. Yeah, they're on an absolute roll this year. They've got momentum on their side, and they're going to arguably Harvick's favorite racetrack where he's had the most success in his career. So, yeah, I understand the law of average. At some point, they're going to have a bad weekend. I don't see it happening this weekend, though. I really don't. I would put Harvick on my team. He would be a no-brainer, absolute lock of the week. I
think you're potentially looking at 4 in a row for Harvick. I think he's going to be really good in California, too. On the intermediate track. Martinsville, I'm not sure. That's probably where I sit him just to take a break with Harvick and quit using my allocation.
But again, even though as good as he is right now, do you want to use all 10 races for Kevin Harvick this early in the season? I think that's a great question.
You're getting max points from Kevin Harvick right now. You're getting stage points. Last week, he won all the points you could get.
Sure.
Why would you not use him now? Why waste him somewhere?
Great point, but on the same token, so is everybody else. So you're basically... it's a wash if everybody else is using Harvick too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you have to use your allocation at the point where you're going to get max points for these guys, and that if you go to Martinsville, you're probably not going to get max points for Kevin Harvick.
Well, yeah.
No, and see, I disagree with you, Kyle. I think it ends after this weekend. Kyle Larson's the dominant guy on 2
Yeah,
miles.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Larson's going to be the guy to beat, in my opinion, next week. So I would play Harvick. I would put him on the team this week, and then just kind of wait and see where you're at as the season goes on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we know we like Harvick. Alex, who else could we possibly see up front this weekend at ISM Raceway?
Well, Brad Keselowski's always going to be good there. I really like Kez out there. And I got to tell you, I'm starting to become a weekly believer in good finishes, not necessarily a threat to win every week, but in really good finishes for Austin Dillon. I'm telling you, for whatever reason, this team has turned the corner, and Austin Dillon, after winning the Daytona 500, he's had some really good finishes. I think Austin Dillon's one that I would take a good, hard look at. Ryan Newman, I think, at ISM Raceway this weekend is another one you have to take a really good look at. He's always run well there. Luke Lambert knows how to call that race because this is a relatively quick race at only 312 laps. So it goes by in a hurry, and you got to have a different mentality as a crew chief and a strategist. And then your driver also has to keep the car at the front of the field. Newman is somebody else I'd really take a close look at. I think this is the week also where Daniel Suarez, Jamie McMurray, they kind of get up off of the mat. They've been down just a bit, and those would be drivers I would take a look at starting as well.
I like McMurray. Top 16 in the last 8 races, 6 in the fall last year, second in this race in 2015. He's also running the Xfinity race for the first time since, well, how long has it been? A long time.
A long time, yeah.
12 years or something like that. So he's going to be in the Xfinity race. One of those other guys that I like in the sleeper category is Stenhouse. 8th in the fall last year, 4th in the spring. For DraftKings, I pray he does not qualify well because he has been qualifying well. He qualified well at Vegas last week. If he does not qualify well, he'll be one of the guys in the RCR camp. You mentioned Ryan Newman. Went back and watched the race from the fall and the spring. Newman was in the top 5 at the end of the race in both of those. How about the Fords, Alex? The conversation going into Atlanta was that the Fords were going to be down in speed. They were not. They were dominant at Atlanta. They were also good at Vegas. Of course, it might be somewhat of Kevin Harvick. Are you a believer in the Fords, and are you a believer that they're going to be better than Toyota and Chevrolet most of the year?
As far as the entire season, it's hard to say. It really is. But, yeah, I'm a believer in Ford. And the reason I'm a believer is because even though they're running what is considered an older body style, that body style has the most notes on it. These crew chiefs, these engineers, they know exactly what they're racing. They know exactly how to tweak their race cars to get maximum performance out of it. Obviously, the Camaro ZR1 is brand new. These teams are still trying to figure it out and get every bit of speed out of that car as they possibly can. The Toyotas are good. Don't get me wrong. Don't be concerned. They debuted their 2018 Camry last year, and they're running the same body style this year. Their notebook is continuing to grow. I think Toyota's just fine, but the Ford notebook is getting thicker and thicker every race. So I'm a believer in Ford. I understand where they're at as a race team, and I understand that Ford Motor Company wants to sell cars to people like you and me, so they have to keep the freshest, newest product out on the racetrack to display that. So, yeah, there's talk about a new Ford body coming down the road, but right now you got to love what they've got because it's successful, and these teams know exactly what they have.
Alex, we've mentioned a couple of Chevrolets, but 4 Chevrolets we haven't talked about so far today. Hendrick Motorsports, specifically Jimmy Johnson, who used to own this racetrack, saved from Chase Elliott, who's been okay this year. What's wrong with Hendrick Motorsports in 2018?
Well, I think it's more or less a combination of things. And believe me, if I knew exactly what was wrong, I would go straight to Hendrick Motorsports and sell that knowledge to them. But I think it's a combination of things. When you look across the board, they used to have fantastic pit stops, and that's where they got a lot of their advantage from. Well, we all know what the new rules are on pit road and the new standardized pit guns that they're using from the manufacturer Paoli, the Italian company that's providing all the pit guns. It slowed the process down a little bit. So I feel like what they were gaining on pit road may be gone just a bit. And you got to just still look at the driver lineup. Alex Bowman, yeah, he's a talented driver. No, he's not a rookie in the Cup Series, but he's in great equipment for the first time as a full-time Cup Series driver. He's still young. He's still inexperienced. He's got a long way to go, in my opinion, to kind of improve to get to a top level as far as a Cup Series driver goes. William Byron, he's a talented race car driver, but again, it's his first year driving Cup cars. He's on a learning curve, and he'll be fine someday in the future, but right now he's just a rookie, and he looks like a rookie out there. Chase Elliott, we understand Chase Elliott. He's a superstar in the making and basically blossoming into a superstar before our very eyes. But this is Chase Elliott's 3rd full-time season as a Cup driver, and he still hasn't won a race. I think Jimmy Johnson, the other thing that he's adjusting to is the fact that Ron Malik, who's been his car chief since before he was even in the world of NASCAR racing, going all the way back to his ASA days, Ron Malik has come off the road, and Ron Malik is no longer the car chief. I think the 48 team, yeah, they're still good. I'm not panicking whatsoever if I'm a Jimmy Johnson fan, but they have to just kind of get their footing. They've had a couple of bad races to start the season, and I think Jimmy's more a victim of his own success. People expect him to run at the front of the field and expect him to win races, and when they don't, they think the world's coming to an end. I think Jimmy Johnson's going to be very good at Phoenix this weekend. I believe that. I think Jimmy's going to be continually getting better as the season progresses.
Yeah, we're going to find out if it's Arrow woes or if it's not this week, because Arrow doesn't matter at Phoenix. Real quickly, who's your winner?
I think Kevin Harvick wins Phoenix. I really do. I believe Harvick wins. If for some reason it does end up getting beat, I think you got to look at Ryan Newman as one of the potentials to do that. I think you also have to look at Kevin Harvick's teammates, and I say that in plural because I honestly think Clint Boyer is going to be really good this weekend. and I think Kurt Busch is going to be very good this weekend too. So those would be the ones I'd rank them. I'd go Harvick as my winner. If he doesn't do it, look for Ryan Newman. If he's not there, Boyer and Busch.
Yeah.
All right.
I like Almirola too.
The answer is Joey Logano won 3 races in a row in the fall of 2015.
There we go.
Won all 3 races in the second round of the playoffs that year.
Alex, thanks for your time, man.
Knowledge is power.
Yep.
Thanks, Alex, for everything.
Thank you, guys.
See you, bud.
Alex Hayden, everyone. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. We're going to, get hit by a rock?
Oh, you're totally going to get hit by a rock.
Whatever. This is the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show presented by Hercules Tires.
Whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules Tires will get you there. Whether you're running on dirt or running a job, our dependable, high-quality tires are the perfect fit for your needs. For unmatched value, selection, and warranty with industry-leading road hazard protection, there's only one choice, Hercules Tires. To learn more, visit HerculesTire.com or call 800-677-9535. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
Need to find your local MRN radio station? Taking a trip and want to listen to NASCAR races? Go to MRN.com. Click on stations to find all MRN's local radio stations. Plan a trip and map out MRN stations along your route. MRN on your local stations. Tune in. Facebook and Twitter, MRN is there. Follow MRN on social media for all the latest happenings from the track and in NASCAR. Breaking news, video, photos, live races and shows, stats, opinion, and more. Follow along on MRN's Facebook and Twitter. MRN's Throwback Thursday, the greatest races in NASCAR history.
Richard Petty comes to the outside of Benny Parsons, and ladies and gentlemen, it will be Richard Petty victorious in the STP Dodge.
Listen Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern on MRN.com or the MRN app.
And Dale Earnhardt has won the Daytona 500.
On demand in the MRN.com Media Center or on iTunes and Google Play.
Jeff Gordon wins the Southern 500 and the Winston Noble $5 million bonus.
Throwback Thursday on MRN.com.
Life up under a rock, or are you Tyler Burnett?
Welcome back to the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show presented by Hercules Tires. I'm Robbie Mays, and he lives under a rock, and he's about to get hit by said rock. By the way, if you followed me on Twitter earlier this week, it was a 2-year anniversary of the time when Tyler thought he was a kickboxer. Almost broke the building.
Okay, can we get to this, please?
Okay. This is a photo of an actress, a very famous actress.
Actress, okay.
Actress. Well, yeah, that's going to be obvious here in a second. I need you to name either her real name, the major character she's known for, just something. So let's see. Brian and Daryl, let's cue it up. Let's play Under a Rock or Tyler.
Yeah, this is hard. I see either a moon or an Earth behind her. Is that correct?
I'm not telling you.
Are we going to the Star Trek plan again this week?
No, we're not.
I'm sick of Star Trek. That's for geeks. I don't even watch that.
It's not Star Trek.
Okay, is it Star Wars?
No, it's not Star Wars.
Is it some kind of some kind of movie that involves planets?
Make a guess.
I have no idea. Princess Leia.
No.
Who is that?
That was Linda Carter. She was born in Phoenix. We're going to Phoenix this weekend. She was Wonder Woman.
Okay, no. Just go. I don't even know who Wonder Woman is.
1 and 2. 1 and 3. All right, come on, Ringo.
Bring it in. Linda Carter. Was that President Carter's wife?
No. You should get hit with another rock.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You're killing me.
Smalls.
All right. Rango's picks for ISM Raceway at Phoenix. They are Kevin Harvick. I like it already. Kurt Busch. Kyle Busch. Kyle Larson. Eric Jones. His garage driver is Joey Logano. He picks Ryan Blaney to win the pole and Harvick and Ford to win everything else.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Someone is helping Rango Fowler pick his team because that is a very good team. And Rango Fowler is going to sneak up and win the big prize we have coming to you,
I
in the
couldn't
league.
help but notice Rango also had Harvick winning last week, too. So are you going to call Rango and tell him
he's a
that
cheater.
he should give his points back?
Yes.
What do you want me to
promise
do?
Me you
Give
won't do that
points
again?
back?
Yeah, I promise. Yes.
Okay, good.
That was the Danica deal.
Do you want me to just call NASCAR and say, here's my points back? Do you want that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's Bad.
All right.
Oh, okay. So, are you going to fall in line and just get what everyone else ordered?
Yep.
This week?
Yep.
So you're going the 4 as well.
Copy, rinse, slather, repeat. 4 to win.
Robbie has the 4. Alex has the 4.
Rango has the 4.
The poultry has the 4. And I'm not going to fall in line. I'm taking the. Okay, so I have 2 numbers that I like. Right.
Just pick one.
The 42 and the 18. I went back and watched both races last year. Kyle Larson was very good. He finished second in the first one. He was very good in the second one. He blew up. I'm going to take the 18, though. Kyle Busch is my winner. All right, what's coming up on MRN.com this
All
week?
right, we got practice at 12:30. We got Cup Series qualifying at 5 o'clock Eastern Time tonight. Tomorrow, Cup practice at noon, and also at 2:30. The Xfinity race at 3:30, and then Sunday, the Ticket Guardian 500, 2:30 Eastern Time here on MRN.
All right, DraftKings has Xfinity again this week. Who's your winner?
Ooh, Kyle's in the race. Kyle, not Seabell.
Let's go on a limb, say Jamie McMurray. Like that one?
Yeah.
Right.
Next week, Auto Club.
Auto Club Speedway. We're going to Auto Club next week on the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show. Good luck this week on DraftKings and on NASCAR Fantasy Live. This is the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show presented by Hercules Tires.